nothing like waiting until the last minute to get something done. I'm 38 weeks pregnant, and I thought it would be a good time to finally tackle the nursery, Bedside Nursery, and kind of get things in order in here. It is a complete disaster. This is gonna be 3 bedrooms in one. Super fun. I need to organize baby things. I need to get together like my postpartum cart and kind of pack my hospital bag. I have all the things in here. I just have nothing organized. I need to get the baby's clothes together, get the dresser in order. So I thought I'd bring you along through this transformation. Hopefully it's a good transformation. I literally have very low expectations per the usual. So let me just show you around. Here's what we're working with at the current moment. I'm very glad that we have all of this space. Here is my office. That is the 1 bedroom, one room we're implementing in here. I'm thinking of moving my desk over here. This dresser is going to leave. We've emptied it in previous videos. All of this is clearly baby stuff. All of this is clearly baby stuff, but that is a car seat, so we can get rid of that box. This is the main attraction for now because I do plan on painting this, and I think it's going to look really nice. I still don't know where I'm going to put certain things. And then I also have this beautiful rocking chair glider / recliner. It is amazing. And then of course our bedroom. It is a mess. I clearly have not tidied up in here. I did my haul like, I don't know, it's been like 2 weeks at this point. So I'm glad at least I have the baby stuff, but I would like it to, you know, be a little more accessible. So let's get some good clear befores, because usually I'm not very good at that. I mean, I thought about putting the dresser over here, but that wall just isn't very big. I might throw the recliner in that corner. That might be the only good space. And then I might have to get like a little side table. Clearly, I'm lost and I have no idea what we're doing. Again, that's not outside of the norm. Typically, it all seems to come together at the end, right? So that's the goal here, just to tidy up. I have bags of baby stuff everywhere. Okay, so let me first, oh my gosh. Well, oh boy. First of all, this is beautiful. And you guys know I like to scour Pinterest to find some good inspiration. Where in the world did I put it? Oh yeah, I got this off Amazon. This is gonna hang on the wall and maybe hold some of our treasures. Oh gosh, where did I put it? I don't know. I bought paint for the dresser. I was gonna show you. For a second I thought, oh, maybe I'll paint a wall in here. But it's like our bedroom and that wall is painted and I can't, it's just, well, eventually the baby will have their own room once the add-on is added on. But that has yet to happen. So I'm working with what I have and that's gonna be just fine. I also need like a bedside, I don't really know. What am I looking for? Paint. So instead of painting a whole wall, I figured I found this. First of all, it was secondhand. If you didn't watch my what I got myself for my baby shower. I got this, isn't it amazing? It is from West Elm, but of course I got it secondhand. I got it for $200, steal of a deal. Also got this secondhand. I mean, so many things. So I might take this off and just have this because I don't think it's gonna like slip and slide around. I could have sworn that I put the paint in a drawer. I mean, clear, oh, here it is, see? I told you I did that. Okay, so I went with Fusion paint. I watch a lot of furniture flipping videos, and this one just caught my eye. I thought the color was beautiful. It's called Bayberry. It doesn't need sanding before you put it on. It doesn't need a top coat. It's like the simplest thing that you can do, and I need simple in my life right now. I need convenience. When I did my living room makeover, that was a whole thing that I did my like coffee table chest thing, and it came out lovely. But I figured I'd try this. I'll give you a nice peek on the color here. I just thought it was so gorgeous. And of course, you know me, I went on Pinterest and had a lot of like Pinterest inspiration for this. So we'll see how it ends up. But for now, that's the look I'm going for. So we're gonna paint this, and then we need to move this out of the middle of our bedroom, which I also got secondhand for $150, if you can believe that. Brand new, it's 700, I wanna say 600, 700 from Bye Bye Baby. Also got this secondhand. Most of the things are secondhand, so I encourage you to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove all of the hardware. Now, I've watched a lot of furniture flipping videos in my time. I don't know, it's like a thing that I'm into. I used to be into like cookie decorating videos and watching that. And furniture flipping is just as satisfying if you've never like seen someone pick up a piece of furniture off the side of the road, bring it home, fix it up, and then resell it for an obscene amount of money. And you're like, oh my gosh, that seems so simple. I should do that. And after doing a couple of pieces in my own home, I'm realizing, wow, it is a lot of time and effort involved. So the money that they resell it for, totally worth it. In my opinion, they should sell it for double. Honestly, it's a lot of downtime, like a lot of waiting. You have to wait for it to dry or whatever. So, I mean, it's not that bad, but it is more time consuming than I always think it is. Of course, I'm only a couple pieces in, so maybe I haven't found my groove yet. But this time around, I did figure out, oh, I should get some painter's tape and make it look real nice. Because maybe down the road, I'll want to sell it. Yeah, this painter's tape has got to be at least 15 years old. It was not peeling right. I'm surprised it actually stuck to the furniture, so I guess it did get the job done, but it wasn't ideal. And I ended up finding, I don't know what that noise was. I ended up finding another roll of painter's tape, I think the next day. And I thought, oh my gosh, where was this yesterday? You know, you think you have your life organized until you realize you don't, right? Except for not you, it's me. Okay, so again, I'm using this Fusion Mineral Paint, and it is like, oh, by the way, it's splattered everywhere. I didn't even like open it fully, and I thought, oh my gosh, is this an omen for what's about to happen? Surprisingly, it did splatter on my wall a little bit, I think as I was doing the top of the dresser, but so I'm going to have to go in with the magic eraser and see if I can get some of those little splatters out. It's not bad, and you don't notice it until you notice it. You know, it's one of those things. But anyway, so the Fusion Mineral Paint it's supposed to be like an all-in-one. You don't need a primer. You don't need a top coat. It has yet to be determined. You're supposed to let it cure for like 24 to 48 hours before you really like put stuff on it and touch it or whatever. So it's been that long for me, but I'm being very gentle with it because I don't want to repaint it, you know, or fix it. So this Fusion Mineral Paint is pretty odorless. I didn't smell anything. It's mineral based, so it's supposed to be pretty safe. And that's why I'm doing it inside. And it seemed to be fine. Plus, I didn't want to drag it all the way to the garage. You know what I mean. I also got some paint on my floor. And I recently found out that these floors are real wood. And so now I'm hyper vigilant about, oh my gosh, these floors are so nice. I need to take care of them better. So yeah, I wanted to make sure I got that paint up real quick off the floor. So I don't know how else to, I don't know how to get dried paint up off the floor without, I know they have, I don't know what it's called. Lacquer? Does it start with an L even? I'm not sure. It happened in our townhouse when we painted. We had paint all over the floor. So we ended up buying this something. And, but we didn't have real wood in there. So anyway,
This is probably when I got paint splatters on my wall when I was like going back and forth. The thing with this paint is you're supposed to make like one line with your paintbrush, just one swipe across, and it's supposed to level itself out. And I should have known because I watched a lot of videos before I started this project. And I should have gotten a roller because I think it's best applied with a roller. But I didn't buy one, and I didn't have one, and I didn't want to go to the store. So I worked with what I had, which was a paintbrush. And honestly, it worked out just fine. There were a few like paintbrush strokes, but you know, I just, you'll see later when I do the second coat, I go in with like a sand. Oh gosh, this would be great if I actually knew the things that I was talking about, but I don't. I am not a furniture flipper. I'm just a regular, average, ordinary, everyday mom, just trying to make things look cute for her kids, right? I am really happy with the color that I picked out. I wasn't sure. It's hard when you pick out colors online, but I did end up being really happy with this one. I don't know if I showed you any inspiration photos from my Pinterest board, but I had a lot of them. And there was one with a dresser that was this deep forest green or sage color, I don't know, bayberry. But most of them had like the walls painted. But I knew I wanted to go for like this deeper color. It was something different. Of course, the dresser looked really nice white too. There was nothing wrong with it. I just wanted to do a little something. And I'm glad that I did because I'm happy with the way that it turned out. And I love the color. And I want my whole house in this color now. And now I'm daydreaming about more projects, my dining room, and you know, all these things. So who knows? But this is the second layer that I'm adding on. And this just made sense. And I think I maybe did a third layer or maybe touch-ups. Maybe a third layer on top. And then I did touch-ups everywhere else. But for the majority of the dresser, I just did 2 coats. And as you can see, when I pushed the drawers in, when it was all dry, there was a huge white line around the entire thing. So I had to, I think this was the next morning, I had to go in and put a couple of coats on there. And I also took, you can see the paint marks from the brush strokes. And then also there's like drip marks. I'm trying to show you, you can't really see them, but there are some drip marks. So I took some 120 sandpaper. That's what it's called. And I just tried my best with this, but really it was just digging in and peeled off both coats. So I didn't do much of sanding. I just layered on another coat. And I tried to keep my coats thin because that's, I don't know, rule of thumb. And I was pretty satisfied with my work at this point. Also done. Obviously, this was a new morning, and Meredith has yet to have me do her hair. It's fine. And, you know, I just thought this is good enough, and I'm happy with the results. Just don't look too close kind of thing. And that's with everything in my life. Just don't look too close. But look from far away. It looks fantastic. Love the color. Love the wood accents. I couldn't have pictured anything better. Okay, so that is done. It took a very long time. And I have a lot of feelings about it. But, you know, it's painted and whatever. Well, it'll be fine. I was just sitting in the chair scrolling Instagram thinking like, oh, I'm kind of paralyzed with what to do next because there's just so much else to do. I move the dresser out? Do I put the baby clothes in there? What do I sort through? There's so many baby things. Do I start hanging crap on the walls? You know, gonna declutter my desk in order to move that. We'll do all of that and more eventually. But I think the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of sort through this. Oh crap, I also have like a wheelie cart to put together. Okay, one thing at a time. I should make a list. I should make a list, but I'm not going to. I did find my hospital bag. So I have this,
And I'm just gonna start going through everything that's piled up in this bassinet, and then we'll deal with the baby clothes, and then we'll move the dresser out, and then. Does that sound like a plan? Okay, good. I feel like I just need someone to like tell me what to do. I don't even know where to put this. I'm just gonna put it in my closet for now. Good thing we cleaned my closet the other day, so there's more stuff for me to pile in there, more space for more stuff. This is the baby bath. So I guess we'll put this in the bathroom. Most expensive baby bath I've ever had. All right, I got these pajamas. Don't even know if they're gonna fit me. I hope they fit me postpartum. I don't think they will. On the model, they look so flowy. You know what? I think they'll cover my, postpartum bump. I basically look the same when I'm just a few days postpartum, so that should work out. I thought I piled all the stuff I need for my hospital bag in here, but it just looks like all this stuff that I need for postpartum. Great. Oh, you know what? These go in my hospital bag. Those don't. This doesn't. Ew, what is that? What did I do, paint win these? I guess I should wash them. You know what they say, mom's saliva gets everything out.
So for whatever reason, my footage got crazy blurry for like 10 minutes. And I'm just going through that bassinet, co-sleeper, whatever it is. It's kind of both. And I was throwing things in my hospital bag and getting it ready. And what I was saying was, hold up. Had to do that, of course. Those were left over from my baby shower. I'm finding them like in random places around my house. So that's fun. Anyway, what was I? Oh, the hospital bag. What I was explaining, but it was so blurry, I just cut it out, was that I will have a like what's in my hospital bag video. So that's something to look forward to. Hopefully I film that before I go into labor. Hopefully. I probably have time. I also need to film freezer meals, mostly make freezer meals, not just filming it, because I think that's one of the most important things to do for yourself postpartum is to have food ready to eat, because, you gotta eat. You gotta keep yourself nourished, and sometimes takeout just it doesn't hit it, And also it's very expensive. So, especially when you're feeding, we're going to have seven people, 7 mouths to feed. Okay, so now I showed you the skeletons in this nook and cranny of my room. Mostly baby stuff again. And so I'm just going through it, putting the stuff in the dresser that belongs to the baby, and organizing the best I can. I had some stuff for my hospital bag in that corner. Also, let me know. I didn't tell you what's in my hospital bag at this point, but if there is something that you felt like changed your experience at the hospital, you let me know, okay? And then I'll throw that in my hospital bag if I don't have it, maybe. I'm not the kind of person who packs like a pillow. Hospital has that. I don't know. I'm kind of a minimalist when it comes to, packing. I'm a minimalist in every aspect of my life. Have we met? It's a joke. I'm definitely not. But I'm doing my best. I'm on my decluttering journey, I feel like. It's been worse. I've seen worse. Okay, so now I'm just going through the baby clothes. I organized the first drawer, and I got these drawer dividers from IKEA. I'm sure they sell something very similar on Amazon. They're just little cubes. And honestly, I have pros and cons. They do separate things. It makes it nice to have like a separate place so it's not all meshing together and falling over. But it does not take up the entire drawer. So unless you buy like an IKEA piece of furniture, I think they're more suitable for something like that. But since this is a little deeper, it doesn't take up the drawer. So I am losing a little bit of space to gain maximum amount of organization. But you give and you take. And I decided it was better with them than without them. I don't know what those wires are for, so I just bundled them up. Or is it a cable? Is it? I have no idea. I think one of them is an Ethernet cable, but that one's connected to my computer. All right. So now I'm just going in this corner of my room and trying to make things make sense. Also sweeping a ton, realizing, gosh, when's the last time I cleaned in here? It's been too long because there's crap all over the floor. Actually, yesterday I went through and I feel like I had a burst of nesting, and I started cleaning the kitchen, and then I pulled out my Bissell Crosswave to clean all of the floors. Not all of the floors, just the kitchen floors, but then I ended up going literally all over the house, and then that turned into cleaning up the bathrooms, and then I was picking up towels, realizing, oh, there's some in Wentworth's room. So then I cleaned Wentworth's room. And then, you know how it's like a snowball effect from there when you're cleaning and you just, oh, I have this piece of thing, so I'm going to bring it in its proper place. And then you realize, oh gosh, this space needs to be tidied too. The living room, the front entry, blah, blah, blah. So that happened yesterday. So now my floors in almost my whole house are tidy. But just don't look in the closets or anything, okay? I do need to organize that. Surprisingly, this rocking chair, we really enjoy it just in this little corner. It worked out that way. So I have so many thoughts in my head. Is it ideal? I'm just happy that we have the space for a rocking chair, because in our last bedroom, we did not, try as we may. We put a rocking chair in the corner of our room, but we had literally no space to rock it because it was right up against the bed, like the frame of our bed. So it was like we would either hit our knees on the bed or hit the, back of the chair on the wall. And it was basically just a glorified chair, like a seat. And that didn't really help out with the baby. So we ended up getting rid of that pretty early on. And I don't think we had a chair with Meredith. We had like an outdoor swinging chair. But, you work with what you have, and that's what we did. I'm so happy that this time around we have this really nice reclining nursery. I've never had anything like this. I remember with Avelina going to Babies R Us. Yeah, that doesn't even exist anymore. Went to Babies R Us, looking at all the nursery things, oogling, awing. Oh my gosh, isn't this stuff beautiful and amazing? And then looking at the price tag and thinking, wow. And at that point, I don't think Marketplace existed. There was Craigslist, but, how many good things could we find on there? Not many in our area anyway that we looked around for. But you give and you take, and we had a rocking chair, like a wooden kind. My dad actually gave us, so that was nice. We had something. It just wasn't, the nursery of our dreams. It wasn't the most comfortable thing to sit in. It was wooden, and we made it work. But this one is really nice. Also, it doesn't help that I spent a fraction of it as what it would cost if I bought it brand new. So that always makes things better, right? It's like when someone else makes you food, it always tastes better. When you get something on a really good discount, it makes it better. All right, so I just set up that cart, that rolling cart, and I have mixed feelings about it. It's wide open, right? So all morning, Meredith has been like taking the blankets out and, making capes and, oh, I'm out, it's wide open for her to explore, and it's something new. So she's curious, but it might cause some problems. TBD. All right. I've been explaining to her this is the baby things, and she's pretty good about listening. So, all right. This is the postpartum kit that I got from Frida Mom. You guys know my infinite love for the Frida brand, Frida Mom, Frida Baby. They have some really innovative products that I feel like, why has it taken this long for someone to bring them onto the market? You know what I mean? And this squeegee bottle is one of them, this Perry bottle. It's an upside down Perry bottle. It's supposed to be more ergonomic. It actually has a really nice stream that comes out of it. So I'm excited to use that for the first time. Also, the ice packs that they have, I'm just stocking it with more pads And it comes with the postpartum underwear, postpartum perineal foam, healing foam, and all the good stuff that you're going to love postpartum. Oh, postpartum is such a special time, isn't it? I can almost smell the Tux pads. It's actually one of my favorite things. Oh, it's bittersweet because I know this is going to be our last, so I'm excited about it. Okay, moving on to the walls. Finally hanging stuff on the walls. I got this little doohickey off Amazon, and I'm trying to figure out, well, what's going to make this wall look the best? What's going to look too cluttered? I have no idea. I'm not great at this stuff. I don't know. I look at a lot of pictures on Pinterest and gain inspiration. But I saw this accordion hanging thing and thought, oh, I can hang my baby wraps on that. Wouldn't that be cute? I could only find one. I could only find one because I haven't looked for the others. So eventually I'll have more hanging on there. And then this wall, you guys. Oh, this wall. Okay, I really like this mirror. And I thought, oh, it adds some character, dimension, what's the word I'm looking for? Texture, because of the way the frame is. But then I thought, oh, maybe a streamlined look would be nicer. Also, why do I just have 2 random mirrors in my closet? That's what happens when you move and you figure out what works in your new house and what doesn't. So now I have a bunch of random like wall decor just hanging out in the garage, in my closet, just waiting to be used. And it'll probably take another year for us to figure out, what we want in this space. So there's that. It takes time to move in. We have the rest of our lives to decorate this place, right? So I really struggled with hanging this. I had a drywall screw and everything. I was prepared. But then I don't know what happened, you guys. It was not wood that I hit. It must have been metal, because right outside of that is obviously the outside wall. And then also pretty sure there's like some electrical going on. So I thought, oh my gosh, did I hit the metal? Did I ruin it? The plugs outside? I didn't even go check. I don't want to know. But I could not get that screw out. I got it in, but the screw was only halfway in, so I couldn't hang anything on it. It was like 4 inches out of the wall. It was a really big screw. And I couldn't get it out. I couldn't put it in. I couldn't get it out. So I texted Alex. I was like, come home. When you come home, you need to fix this. I got pliers. You guys, I worked on this thing for 40 minutes. I'm not joking. I almost gave up. I did take a little break, but I ended up being victorious. And I was, oh my gosh, so happy to get that thing out. And finally, I grabbed a really small screw. I knew I did not need a drywall screw because whatever I was drilling into was real strong. And finally hung the mirror. I still need to clean the mirror. Have yet to do that. But I will eventually, maybe. And then I saw this shelf that I had, and I thought, oh, maybe that'll fill up this space on the left side. But now I'm worried that like the stuff is going to fall down on our heads. Oh, wow. The screw in the wall took me forever to get out. I'll never make that mistake again. Actually, I don't even know how to avoid making that mistake again. Wow, is all I have to say. But I think it's coming along. I do have to clean up my desk, clean up the rest of my room so it doesn't look crazy. So I'm gonna work on my desk for now, but so far, I'm liking it. I guess I should show you the other one, but I'm liking this too, mostly because it has storage that kind of is hidden, and the other one is like an open shelf. So I think I'm gonna keep this one around. I totally forgot to even mention that I ran to Home Goods one night. Clearly this was a new day. I say that as a question mark. This was 4 days in the making, even though my hair looks probably the same in all of them. I'm pretty sure I showered. That's showered hair, even though it's not brushed. It's clean. I'm rocking the same bun today because this was yesterday. Gosh, was that yesterday? Feels like 4 days ago. Did you guys watch the game last night? Okay, it was good. Anyway, the little table that I got from Home Goods. I ran to Home Goods with a mission to get a little table because I know that I need to put my snacks somewhere. I need to put my water bottle somewhere. And so I found this, and bonus, it had a little bit of storage in it. So I ended up picking that up, but I also picked up another shelf. It's a really nice wooden shelf, but it's open shelving. So again, with the open shelving, I don't like openness, and it's just more prone to mess and like looking messy. So I don't know where I'm going to put it or if I'm going to return it. TBD on that. Okay. It's also been one of my dreams to have a mobile for over the crib. So clearly I don't have a crib in this room. I have that like bassinet. And so I put this thing together, super excited about displaying it and using it and having it look like the nursery of my dreams, only to find out I cannot put it anywhere. Try as I may. You guys, how did I not realize that this is how it hooked on? I got this secondhand, and I don't think I can return it. Obviously, I could save it for when the baby has an actual crib. Oh, but I tried. I thought, oh, maybe it'll fit here, and I'll zip it up, and it will be sturdy. And no, it's not. It's just a hazard. Man. Oh. So sad. Well, 4 days later, and I finally feel like I'm done in here for the most part. There's still a couple things that I would like to do. There will always be 100 things that I would like to do, but I'll show you around and then we'll go from there. So obviously this wall got the most love and attention, and that was exciting. I put the musical thing together. Sadly, my dreams are breaking, knowing that it won't fit on there. So I don't know. I packed my hospital bag, which was nice. I also set up the postpartum bit. And then over here, this nook turned out, it's okay. You know, it's not the best. I could use a blanket, I feel like, but I just don't want to overcrowd it. This piece that I got from Home Goods, and you know, this is missing a water bottle. That's right. But I just needed something close by where I could like set stuff or charge my phone or whatever while I'm rocking this baby. And I quite enjoyed this piece because since the baby doesn't have a closet or anything, it provides some storage for us, which is really nice. So diapers and wipes overflow. I mean, all in all, this could be better, but really, I mean, we're working with what we have, and I feel like it came along just nicely. The desk under the TV, not the best setup, but again, I feel like it's good enough, and it works and it functions, and it's nice and tidy, which is the most important thing. I tidied up my desk a little bit so it's not as cluttered. So yeah, that helps, having a nice uncluttered workspace. So I thought for a second I'd be able to go through this tower and get rid of it completely, but it just won't happen. Can't do it. And then the star of the show over here, I got this clock that has a nightlight on it, but I don't know. I just set it up, so we'll see how the nightlight works at night. But I was initially going to put it over here. I have the sound machine over there and like my diffusers over there that I use every now and then. Over here is probably my favorite little nook and cranny. I would have loved to put this on this wall so you could like see it right when you walk in, but the chair would just be so awkward. Like, you know what I mean? You'd have to walk all the way around it, and I don't know. And you can't like put it right up against the wall because it's a recliner and a rocker, so it's fine. It's really not a big deal. But I love the color of the dresser and how it turned out. We've got a diaper pail. I've got my wrap. I need to find my my favorite baby carrier. It's somewhere in my closet. I don't know. I don't know where it is actually. I don't know. I need to find it. It's got to be somewhere. So this is the changing table, and then I set this thing up so we can cart it around the house. It has the essentials in it, and even if I don't want to cart the whole thing around the house, I can just take the basket out.
I don't know, okay? Pinterest got me, and it was like, I don't know, every nursery had one, and I bought this anyway for the kids' bedroom makeover and never used it, so I figured, oh, I'll set it up. I actually have two, one for each kid's room makeover, and I thought for a second I was gonna set one up for like my postpartum stuff, and I just decided against it because it's just, why? So in the first drawer up here, easy, self-explanatory, we have diapers. This will last us about 3 days. We have wipes that will last us longer than 3 days. I'm sure I mentioned it, but I store them upside down because it keeps the moisture, like, you know, for all the wipes. Because when I go to use it, I'm gonna flip it this way, and then all the moisture will settle to the bottom again, you know? I have some baby lotion, baby socks, most important, probably not enough pair in there. I have some binkies. We'll see if my kid actually takes it this time around. Some diaper cream, and what's this? Oh, cleansing water. Wow, that's bougie. All right, moving on. Down to this drawer. This is all of their clothes. This is it. This is all their clothes. Sometimes I watch nursery setups and they have literally a whole entire wardrobe. These are onesies, these are sleepers, and these are onesies too. And I think this is like a full outfit. I have to wash everything. I know that, and I will do it. These are pants, and then these are swaddles. Nice and simple, keep it minimal, because really a baby, and what do they need, right? All they need is their mama. And then down here, for after the umbilical stump falls off, I have more cloth diapers to add to this. I have to wash these too because they're new. But I put all the cloth diapers down here. And then I have a wipes warmer. I don't know where to put this. I don't know where to put it. It doesn't fit anywhere. Maybe on the cart. And then I could move the basket down. I don't know. That'll probably be what happens. The Belly Bandit down there for postpartum. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. But otherwise, mostly cloth diapers down there. Okay, and then over here, I was peer pressured by Pinterest to assemble this. Really, I mean, I don't have any other storage option in here for the baby stuff, so it is practical. I do have this diaper basket caddy. I don't know, I got this thing from Target for like 25 bucks. It's so ridiculous. It is a nicer basket, so I could repurpose it anywhere else in the house, but I don't know. I do like it. I just think it's ridiculously priced. All right, so I threw some diapers up here. I've got some burp cloths up here. I don't use a lot of burp cloths. I don't know, my kids don't spit up a ton. I shouldn't say that. My first one spit up like every time I fed her. Okay, I've got postpartum gummies right here, and then postpartum gummies. Oh, some more, double it up. I thought I'll just stash them there. I don't really know. Some more lotion because that's necessary. Babies lose a lot of moisture, so you need to replenish it right away. And then some wipes right here. Moving on down to Funky Town. I have more swaddles. These are muslin swaddles. They're like the blanket swaddle type, like the huge blankets. You can use them for nursing cover-ups if I have guests over or whatever, which is likely to happen. I had more diapers, so I just threw them here. It seemed like a good spot to have them. And then I have the cleansing gel, more cleansing gel. It's just some stuff that I bought for the baby that I don't know where else to put it, so I'll just keep it with the baby stuff. More wipes here. What is in here? Oh, even more wipes. Can you believe it? Believe it or not. I think this is a thermometer, and then there's nail clippers in there, and then this is a little kit to like an oral hygiene kit. And isn't that the cutest? Oh, look, we can brush their little gums and teeth. So that's cute. Oh, what is this? Oh, that is something I don't know anything about. And then something to wipe their mouth out after you breastfeed. You're supposed to do that. Get it wet a little bit. You know, sometimes. All right, there's that. But otherwise, that's the setup. I quite enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed it too. Enjoyed seeing the process and, well, maybe learning more of my thought process along the way when it came to this little bedside nursery. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. Won't be too much longer till we meet this baby, which is giving me all kinds of emotions. Okay, it's our 5th and final, so it's mentally a lot. Could be any day now. All right, well, if you want to subscribe, put a little happy in your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.